President Trump tonight, who today went on live TV from the Rose Garden and declared a national emergency, citing an invasion on the border. He is trying to go around Congress now to get billions more in taxpayer money for his wall that he campaigned on, saying Mexico would pay for it. Tonight, Democrats and now the growing list of Republicans who say this move could create a slippery slope for future presidents. Our chief White House correspondent, Jonathan Karl, right there in the Rose Garden, asking the president about the Republicans who don't want this.
In the Rose Garden, the president did what he had long threatened to do, declaring a national emergency to get billions of dollars Congress wouldn't give him to build his border wall.
We're talking about an invasion of our country.
Congress only approved $1.4 billion for the wall, but the White House says the president can get an additional $6.5 billion using executive and emergency powers to shift money from other projects. Most of it would come from the Pentagon, money that is intended for counter-narcotics efforts and emergency military construction. The president insists military leaders are on board.
They think this is far more important than what they were going to use it for. I said, what were you going to use it for? And I won't go into details, but didn't sound too important to me.
Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi called the emergency declaration a power grab, and at least 10 Republican senators criticized the move. Marco Rubio saying no crisis justifies violating the Constitution.
Mr. President, what do you say to those, including some of your Republican allies, who say that you are violating the Constitution with this move and setting a bad precedent that will be abused by possibly Democratic presidents in the future? Marco Rubio.
Well, not too many people, not too many people have said that. But the courts will determine that.
The president made it clear he fully expects to be sued.
We will have a national emergency, and we will then be sued, and they will sue us in the Ninth Circuit, even though it shouldn't be there, and we will possibly get a bad ruling, and then we'll get another bad ruling, and then we'll end up in the Supreme Court, and hopefully we'll get a fair shake.
In court, the administration will have to prove there is a real emergency, something the president seemed to undermine with his own words.
I could do the wall over a longer period of time. I didn't need to do this, but I'd rather do it much faster.
Well, those words right there, John, live at the White House tonight, those words from the president could actually come back to haunt him, that he doesn't need to do this. That's been studied all day. But it's not going to be just a legal challenge, as you were reporting live as we were covering this today, but also a political battle over in Congress.
Democrats, David, are preparing to fight this in every way they can. The chairman of the House Judiciary Committee called it a gross abuse of power. He will hold hearings, and Democrats will also introduce what they call a joint resolution to terminate the national emergency. This is something that could well pass Congress. The president, though, could veto it. And, David, it is highly, highly unlikely that there would be the two-thirds majority needed to override that veto.
All right, John Karl with us on a Friday night. Thank you, John.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.